Good evening, baseball fans, and welcome to Petco Park here in San Diego, California, home of the San Diego Padres. But here tonight, we are here for the 87th Midsummer Classic, the All-Star Game. The AL All-Stars take on the NL All-Stars here in the 2016 season, like I said, for the 87th Midsummer Classic. The American League starting lineup is as follows. Center fielder Jacoby Ellsbury, left fielder Michael Brantley, first baseman Miguel Cabrera, third baseman Kyle Seager, DH Carlos Santana, right field Adam Jones, catcher Salvador Perez, second baseman Robinson Cano, and shortstop rounds things out in the 9-hole Alexi Ramirez. While on the mound for the National League is Clayton Kershaw, the left-hander of the Los Angeles Dodgers. He's 13-2 with a 2.24 ERA so far in 2016, and that is why he has gotten the nod to be the starting pitcher in the National League All-Star team. And making his way to the plate now to lead off the ball game is Jacoby Ellsbury of the New York Yankees, their starting center fielder. He leads all of the major leagues with stolen bases. As the lefty-on-lefty matchup from Kershaw to Ellsbury as we are underway here for the 2016 All-Star Game here in San Diego. Count runs the 3-2 now in Ellsbury. The pitch is swung through up and in cheese. He goes down swinging as he'll take the walk of shame back to the dugout as one is down in the top half of the first. And that brings up the left fielder from the Cleveland Indians, Michael Brantley. The pitch from Kershaw misses the outside half, taken for a ball. 1-0 count on Brantley, runs the 3-1. Here it comes from Kershaw, as that's grounded to second base, fielded by Harrison, fires the first, and they are retired for number 2. Out number 2 of the ball game. As it's 2 down, that brings up the third 3-hitter in the first baseman from the Detroit Tigers, Miguel Cabrera. Man they call Miggy. 0-2 count on him. Here comes the pitch from Kershaw, as that's lined in the right field, but a diving play by Josh Harrison. Full extension, and he goes and flat out robs Miguel Cabrera of a base hit. Lays out in midair and comes down with it, and that's how the top half of the first ends. Welcome back to the 2016 All-Star Game as the National League starting lineups is center fielder Billy Hamilton, DH Yasiel Puig, shortstop Troy Tulowitzki, right fielder Giancarlo Stanton, catcher Buster Posey, third baseman Anthony Rendon, second baseman Josh Harrison, left fielder Corey Dickerson, and first baseman Anthony Rizzo. While the starting pitcher for the American League is the left-hander from the Kansas City Royals, Jason Vargas, 11-4 on the season with a 1.91 ERA in 2016. And Billy Hamilton, the red center fielder, digs in to lead off the bottom half of the first for the National League. Cincinnati Reds all-star center fielder, first pitch to him is in there for a strike, taken. 0-1 count now, runs the 2-2, all evened out. The kick and the pitch from Vargas, here it comes. And he can't pull the trigger as Billy Hamilton goes down at a backwards K. Not happy about the call, but one is down in the bottom half of the first inning, and that brings up the DH, the outfielder for the Los Angeles Dodgers, Yasiel Puig, as the first pitch to him misses the outside half, taken for a ball. 2-2 count now on Puig. The pitch from Vargas is taken up and in for a strike. He is not happy about that call once again. Back-to-back questionable calls and back-to-back strikeouts for Vargas, as it's 2 down in the bottom half of the first, and here comes the Colorado Rockies shortstop in Troy Tulowitzki. The pitch from Vargas, in there for a strike. Change up, first pitch, 0-1 count now. Runs the 2-2 on Tulowitzki. Vargas sets, kicks, and fires, and he chases the two-seamer. 3 up and 3 down, all on strikeouts for Jason Vargas as he gets the All-Star Game in the bottom half of the first. Started off the right way, striking up the side, and we are still scoreless at the end of 1. Welcome back to the All-Star Game here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Sean Doolittle comes on out of the bullpen for the American League to pitch the Oakland A's left-handed closer, as he'll face Anthony Rizzo to start off the inning, and the American League has made some substitutions in the field. We'll start things off at the catcher is Diano Navarro as the first pitch is taken for a strike. Anthony Rizzo. First base is Prince Fielder. Second base, Joey Wendell from the Oakland A's. Third baseman, Evan Longoria. Shortstop, Elvis Andrus. As Anthony Rizzo takes ball 4, and he'll take his base. Moving on, left fielder, Alex Gordon from the Royals. Center fielder, Mike Trout from the Angels. And right fielder, Jared Dyson from the Royals. As Billy Hamilton digs in, and he flies this one out in the left field. Gordon is under it. He'll put that one away for the first out of the inning, as Rizzo has to retreat back to first base, as Hamilton's retired for the first step. So one down, runner on first, and that brings up Yasiel Puig from the Dodgers. Doolittle sets at the belt. Here comes the pitch. There goes Rizzo, takes off for second base. Delayed throw from Navarro as he's in there. Slide feet first, pops up. And he's in there with a stolen base, and he's in scoring position now with one out. Runner on second. 0-2 pitch to Puig. Is grounded to first base. Fielded by Fielder. Steps on the bag himself, and that's 2 down now in the bottom half of the 6th. But Rizzo moves up to third base with 2 outs, and that brings up the third base shortstop, the 3-hitter from the Colorado Rockies, Troy Tulowitzki. The runner on third. 1-0 count. The pitch from Doolittle is taken into left field. That'll land for a base knock, and in comes Rizzo to score as the National League has struck first in this ball game. It's a 1-0 National League lead over the American League here in the bottom of the 6th. So runner on first brings up Giancarlo Stanton. Doolittle sets. Here comes the pitch, and that's taken opposite way. If it stays fair, it's gone. It's off the foul pole. Giancarlo Stanton off the right field foul pole, an Oppo-Popo shot for him as he shows off some of the power he's got to all fields. And he makes this a 3-0 National League lead as Buster Posey digs in, and Doolittle is still on the mound as the first pitch to Posey is taken for a ball. 1-0 count, and Doolittle sets at the belt. The pitch to Posey is taken opposite way, right field. Back goes Dyson. He's at the wall and bounces off the top of the wall. That'll be fielded by Trout in right center as Buster Posey's going to have himself an easy stand-up triple on that play, as they left Sean Doolittle in for that batter, and they are going to take him out now as the closer from the Chicago White Sox comes in, David Robertson. Having an all-star season, a 22 saves, 1.88 ERA. And Anthony Rendon from the Washington Nationals digs in. The 1-2 from Robertson is cut through. That's a strikeout, but it's dropped, and they tossed over to first, and that's retired for the 3rd out of the inning, but not before the National League strikes for 3 on a 2-run shot from Giancarlo Stanton and an RBI from Troy Tulowitzki. It's 3-0 National League at the end of 6. Welcome back to the All-Star Game here in the top half of the 7th inning as Francisco Rodriguez of the Milwaukee Brewers comes in out of the bullpen for the National League to pitch. He's got 27 saves with a 2.93 ERA so far on the season. And he'll be facing Evan Longoria as the first pitch to him is cut through in the dirt. Swings at a bad pitch. It's a first pitch strike. So the 0-1 count. Rodriguez sets, delivers. That's a ground ball to shortstop, fielded and fired over by Tulowitzki. The scoop by Rizzo, and that's 1 down in the top half of the 7th inning. Getting the inning started off with an out. So Brack brings up Carlos Santana from the Cleveland Indians, who's 2 for 2 on the day. First pitch to him taken for a strike. 0-1 count. Runs the 1-2 on Santana. The pitch to him is going to be taken over the head of Josh Harrison at second, but it'll roll to the wall in right center. Santana's rounding first, heading into second. The throw into the cutoff man, and Santana takes a little turn around second, but he'll hold up at 2 as he's got himself a 2-bagger, and they're going to pitch run for him with Mookie Betts, an outfielder from the Boston Red Sox. And Jared Dyson comes in the batter's box. He's playing right field now from the Kansas City Royals. 0-1 count on him. The pitch from Rodriguez. Check swing, that's a passed ball. Betts is going to move up to third base on that one. So we have a runner on third with the American League with 1 out. And Dyson at the plate with a full count. The pitch to him is skied into right center, as that's put away in right center. Tag up from Betts as he'll score on the play. And the American League are finally on the board. It's a 3-1 ball game now. And with 2 outs now, Deanna Navarro, the catcher from the Toronto Blue Jays, digs into the batter's box. 2-2 count. Rodriguez sets the pitch. His ground ball to first base, fielded by Rizzo, steps in the bag himself. And that's 3 down in the top half of the 7th. The American League strikes for 1 on a sac fly from Jared Dyson, but it's still a 3-1 lead for the National League over the American League here in the 2016 All-Star Game. Welcome back to the 2016 All-Star Game here in the top half of the 9th inning. National League's bringing in Gene Segura to play shortstop, Eric Young Jr. to play right field, Jonathan Lucroy behind the plate now, and Jed Jorko, the hometown guy, San Diego, playing third base. Well, coming in to close out the ball game, hopefully for the National League, is Kenley Jansen, the closer from the Dodgers. He'll be facing the left-handed bat of the Texas Rangers first baseman Prince Fielder. Full count on him. The pitch from Jansen is swung through the slider. He looks silly on that one, so he'll go down in the walk of shame back to the dugout. And that brings up a pinch hitter now for the American League, and Eric Hosmer. Pinch hitting for Evan Longoria. The 1-2 count on him is swung through, and that's back-to-back strikeouts for Kenley Jansen. 2 down in the top half of the 9th, and they are 1 out away from securing home field advantage in the World Series for the National League. So Mookie Betts at the plate now of the Boston Red Sox. Right-hander on right-hander. Here comes the pitch, and that's swung through the slider. 3 up, 3 down, all on strikeouts. Kenley Jansen mows them all down, and the National League have clinched home field advantage in the World Series with a 3-1 victory in the 2016 All-Star Game over the American League All-Stars. The MVP of the 2016 All-Star Game goes to Kenley Jansen for his top of the 9th inning of work where he struck out the side. While Giancarlo Stanton had a 2-run shot, he was 1 for 3. Buster Posey had a triple. Josh Harrison was 2 for 3 on the day. Troy Tulowitzki 1 for 3 with an RBI single. Drew Storen gets the win for the National League. Sean Doolittle gets the loss for the American League. While Carlos Santana arguably had the best day for the American League at the plate. He was 3 for 3 on the day with a single and 2 doubles. Jacoby Ellsbury 1 for 2. Joey Wendell of the Oakland Athletics was 1 for 2. And not much going on else for the American League All-Stars. As of that being said, that'll wrap things up here for the 2016 All-Star Game in San Diego, California at Petco Park, home of the San Diego Padres. As of that being said, I've been your host, JerseyBorn, and I'm saying, stay classy, San Diego.